Hello everyone, welcome to M&M Crimes. Today we'll be looking at the case of Courtney Clenney. Courtney Clenney, as we all know from old news reports, was a very successful Onlyfans model with over 2 million adoring followers on Instagram. Her estimated earnings from Onlyfans was in excess of $1 million a year. Courtney had a good, and some would say very successful, life and career in modeling. A lifestyle that a lot of us envied. However, all that came crashing down on a fateful day. To top it all off, Courtney had a good-looking boyfriend who, from the outside, it seemed they had the perfect lifestyle. But as we said earlier, all this would change on April 3rd, 2022, when Courtney fatally stabbed her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, in the apartment they shared. Christian Obumseli was born on April 12, 1994, in Dallas, Texas. He was an avid basketball and football player with a warm and compassionate personality. Some of the features that must have attracted Courtney to him, aside from his handsome looks, of course. Christian, from all accounts, seemed to be from a loving, tight-knit family, who of course were devastated by his untimely death and eventually fought to get justice for their son. Courtney was born and spent her young life in Texas. She has a younger sister and grew up with both parents who, as we can tell, and by all accounts, were very successful. Courtney seemed had a good and privileged life growing up in a middle-class family with no care in the world, it seemed, and everything provided for her. Courtney dropped out of school to focus on her flourishing social media career. She was an attractive, sporty woman who spent a lot of time in the gym, taking part in sporty activities. She drew attention wherever she went, which she used to her advantage to further her successful social media aspirations. Courtney went on to feature in Playboy and other promotions. And from her own admission, this and her consistent collaboration with other models helped her grow her huge Instagram following and her popularity on OnlyFans. Aside from making money for her many collaboration and ad revenue from Instagram, Courtney went on to make a lot of money on OnlyFans, and in a few years she joined the platform. It seemed that she made millions of dollars each year she was on the platform. Courtney and Christian's relationship, although started off beautifully, with all the usual sparks and excitement that you would expect from a new romance, things quickly went downhill fast. Christian, it seemed, changed from a loving, compassionate person. She regularly frequented bars, getting drunk, and then eventually, and would always lash out at Christian. As the frequency in her drinking increased, so it seemed her violent outbursts towards Christian. From all records, Courtney had 2 DUI charges on her, and each time this happened, Christian would refuse to press charges. Courtney would regularly hit through items at him, call him derogatory names, including racist names, making him feel useless and worthless. During one of these violent rages, Courtney stabbed Christian in the leg. Yet he continued to love and stay with her. And each time, Courtney would promise that it would never happen again, but he always did. Friends often wondered why he stayed. It was evident. In a handwritten letter to Courtney, he says, "I want to be your boyfriend, your best friend, your lifelong partner, the man you trust to put his life on the line for you. I swear, Courtney, you are worth more than anything I could ever lose for your sake. I truly love you. That is why I say I love you so many times daily. I truly believe you are the one that God set aside for me. Baby, you are the recipe when I'm stuck in the toughest situation, and the only person I want to share my life with. I love you so much. You are my personal sunset." It is so clear from these words that Christian wanted their relationship to work. However, it seemed that Courtney only wanted it to work on her terms and her terms only. Christian loved Courtney so much that he forgave her each time she would do these horrible things to him. He felt after she had stabbed him in the leg. These were his exact words in this email. "The crazy thing about all this is that yesterday, when you stabbed me in the leg and you saw how bad it was hurting me and I couldn't walk, and you were telling me, I wish I could take your pain away. The next day, I still woke up happy. I still gave you a good day, even though my leg was hurting because my girlfriend stabbed me. I woke up happy. I took you to Vegas, drank with you to ensure that you were having a great day. I'm doing all this while my leg hurts so bad." These words, painful words, were either from a man in love with his girlfriend or a man who felt trapped in his relationship. Courtney's toxic and violent behavior all came to a head on that fateful day. On the call to emergency services, you heard Courtney speaking with them. You could hear Christian in the background moaning in pain, repeating these exact words several times. "I'm going to die. I can't feel my arms." Only God knows how scared he was, knowing that he was close to death. Christian had been stabbed in the chest by Courtney. When officers arrived at the address, they found pools of blood all over the apartment, which suggested that Christian had been bleeding for some time. After stabbing Christian, rather than calling the emergency services immediately, Courtney called her mother and left Christian to bleed to death. Courtney was initially released by the police after her police interview on the grounds that it was self-defense. Courtney had claimed that she was simply defending herself from Christian, who she painted as the aggressor, which from all accounts we know this is not the case. After Christian's death, Courtney went on to live her life as if nothing had happened, which of course devastated Christian's family, who wanted justice for his death. Courtney was filmed by a member of the public having a drink in a bar with her father just days after Christian's death. The state prosecutor eventually arrested Courtney for second-degree murder. After all the evidence was reviewed, they included video evidence showing Courtney attacking Christian repeatedly in an elevator. It clearly shows him trying to defend himself. Courtney's ex-boyfriend even came forward to say that she had tried to stab him during their relationship. Christian and Courtney's text message were also presented, and email were also presented, all showing Courtney's aggressive and violent behavior and attacks towards Christian. Courtney is currently in jail awaiting trial for the fatal stabbing of Christian. She was denied bond due to the risk of her leaving the country and escaping justice. So for now, we just wait for the trial to see what the outcome is. Thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe, like and subscribe, and share with friends so that I can continue making more videos. Okay? Thank you.